Good morning, good morning. It's in the morning. This morning I am welcome to my cooking show. Breakfast this morning, porridge. Most of us does not know, don't feel no way, don't feel any way. Most of us does not know how to make cornmeal porridge. As Miss Mavis love make her cornmeal pudding, I love my cornmeal porridge. Really, when I was growing up as a child, I really do not know how to make cornmeal porridge. Some of us make cornmeal porridge and ending up with lots of lumps because of what? We put the cornmeal into the cold water and let it stay there and we turns it and turn it, and sometimes we can't stand up over the fire for so long. We go away and leave it, then we come back and start turn cornmeal. So what I discovered the best way of how to prepare my dishes I'm putting away of how to prepare the porridge, cornmeal porridge. See, I have my cornmeal here, my Grace cornmeal. You can use any cornmeal for porridge, and my water is right there already boiling up. Okay, the best way to prepare cornmeal porridge, putting it in the pot from scratch, is to make the water boil up. Let the water boil up. It's just me alone. You know that cornmeal is a something where swell up. So I am just going to pour out half cup of cornmeal because it's just me alone. I just need a cup of cornmeal porridge for myself. Okay. Oops. I want to put in them, I don't want to put no more in them. But this is half cup of cornmeal. The water is steamingly boiling up hot. So what I do not pour the dry cornmeal into the boiling water that we turn dumpling. So wet it with some water. Make it look like a oats mix or cereal. Just dilute it, make sure you get everything wet up like this. Yeah, get everything wet. So let me put the cornmeal aside. You gotta get this out of the way. My little laptop here, Lord Jesus, I thank God the day when I buy it, believe you me, because it's not just for just typing and surfing too. It comes with a whole lot of good things to offer. So here we go now, putting in the pot. Pot is boiling up, very hot, see the steam there. So what I do, I pour out the cornmeal in there and then I stir. And I pour out and I stir. And I pour till I get everything in my stir. So the remainder that left in here, just turn on the fire a little bit low. Pour some of the water in there. Don't burn yourself now, you know. Don't burn yourself. Pour a little bit of the water in there and mix out the rest of the cornmeal that left in the cup. See how smooth that is. So you don't have to stay on over the stove anymore. Turn it down and about. Like when you reach yourself now, say turn it down about 6 medium, making taking time boil. So right now, see, no lumps. Now have to stay and wait to tell nothing boil up so you can keep stir. So the best way is to boil your cornmeal porridge is to let the water boil up and then you saute it, like soften up the cornmeal and pour it in and just stir it. Look, no lumps. So it all depends. It's gonna get a little bit thick and start bubbling up. Some big bubbles gonna splash and ouch, ouch, burn you. So what you do is get a little bit more water. No matter if it's cold See it start now. Doesn't matter if it's hot or cold, just need a little to take away that thickness. So you pour some more to get it runny, not thick. So when it's runny, it's okay, so it's got enough water in there to cook. So some people like to add salt afterwards, some people like to add salt before. What I normally do, I like to add salt while it's cooking, so every grain can get a little touch of it. So what I normally do is that I normally know how to measure to tip on top. So not much salt, just salt to taste, because you're going to mix it with okay, that's enough. If you're mixing it with sweet condensed milk and have too much salt, you're not gonna get a good drink of porridge. So it's there now cooking. When it's ready, I do not have any cinnamon stick. What I have is the original replacer, vanilla. So I'll put a little vanilla in it. Without the vanilla, it not going to taste nice. Without a little nutmeg, it not going to taste nice. So a cork of vanilla will do everything you need to replace nutmeg. I thought I didn't have nutmeg, but I do have nutmeg, so I'll put nutmeg after it finish cook. So just some vanilla, or if you have cinnamon stick or spices that you use to put in your baking, you can put a little bit in it to bring up the flavor when you're drinking it. So it's there now, setting, ready to cook. Looking good in the pot. I always like to clean my kitchen. I have a clean kitchen. So let me come in my pot. They're bubbling up. Okay, it's bubbling nicely. That's what you want. That's kind of a bubbling you want. You don't want it to be thick. You know, if it's you alone, it's okay. See, it's okay. It's fine. It's thick enough to cook. I don't have to add any more water. But sometimes it can be very thick that it bubbles, but it's staying down. See how bubbling it's bubbling? So even if you cover it, it's not gonna run over. You get a better cook when you cover it too, so it doesn't splash up and burn your skin. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to find a cover. This is a big broad cover, not for that part, but it will work anyways. So I'm gonna cover it and let it stay there and cook. So after it's finished cook, I'm going to sweeten it with some condensed milk, which I don't have enough milk in the can, so I'm staying up. This kind of milk I use condensed milk, sweetened milk to mix it, but I don't have enough milk. But I think I will just go along with. There is enough there to change the color. If you use sugar and put in it, it's just gonna go dark. But if you put a little milk, some people use bag milk, box milk, or whatever, cow's milk to boil the porridge. You get a wonderful porridge that way instead of water. But this morning I wasn't too thinking about the bag milk, so you could just use it pure bag milk to make the caramel porridge. But there's a trick to it, you know. So once you put bag milk into a pot to boil up, it will go pollute the whole place and boil over and nasty up the pot. So how you fit put that in? That is where the coldness come in. You have to put the caramel into the cold milk on the stove and stir over it and turn it and turn it and turn it and have a little bit of water to kind of help you along the way. But you can't put it in caramel in boiling up milk. If believe you won't get that a good result. bad result will come out of it. So you have to just start everything. Pour the milk in the pot, stand up over it and pour out the caramel, but not dry. Just wet the caramel just as I showed you, and put it in there, and stand there and stir it and stir it, and everything just start to go the way you want it, smooth. So you don't have to stir it anymore, so you know, so it get warm and everything just blend in. So you just leave it, but you don't cover it. Now once you cover it, that is milk. Milk is like a volcano. Milk of or erupt upon you anytime. So I'm gonna have to search now for condensed milk, but I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna use my little crops and crops up something. So the caramel is there cooking up a storm on me here. See, pot is covered, and if it was milk, oh my god, the pot cover would be like boiling over. So now I lift it up and it is here bubbling up on me, but it's a bubble pool. See, that's what I want. Run. That's what I want. How long should this take? Caramel is caramel, hard to boil. Yes. Caramel need a good 10-15 minutes to get a 10-15 minutes is okay. 15 minutes the max. Don't let it pass over that. Then you will, you know, it will gone sky for you. But right now 15 minutes is what I'm gonna work with. So I will be back to show you what it looks like, because it when I have that kind of camera where you have to say cut and pause. Cut and pause. So I've been cooking caramel all my life, standing up as a little girl over the fireside. My God, for hours we take turn to turn the caramel, because what we never discover, so well then you must put caramel in a boiling water. Put caramel in a cold water. You have to stand up just to tell it and watch you and turn you and turn you. So tell easy access, let the water boil up, and you just saute the caramel and put it inside here. Saute it with water and put it inside here, and you're fine. See, I have no problem when I know, so I have to just turn down the stove a little bit and let him go and cook. I don't want to burn myself. Oh, how it looks looking so nice. Look how they are fighting there. You see how they're bubbling up? Okay. It's almost ready. But it needs to boil some more. We won't go no further than this, is still enough. But we won't go no further than there, sir. That's right there, sir. Oh. Yeah. Big porridge. So my friend just wait. I'm only 9 minutes, 5 minutes into it, so still got a good way to go. So anyways, I'll show you the next product when it's finished. And try caramel pudding, caramel porridge if you never tried it, but mix it with condensed milk. May I tell you, get a nice drinks.